Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Darren Jacobs and welcome to another episode of Revolution. We are kicking things off tonight straight into the ring with two people making their WIW Revolution debuts. The first person you may recognize all the way from the Road to Glory Season 1. This man entered, I believe he actually made the quarterfinals off the top of my head. I believe that's where he made, I might be mistaken. But here he is, Jackson Wagner, the German brawler, returning to WIW tonight to step into the ring, and we'll see how he does from there. Jackson Wagner, I remember him fondly. He was a fantastic brawler, fantastic wrestler, fantastic grappler, but we'll see how that transfers into the ring tonight as he makes his Revolution debut. And I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more Revolution debuts. And if you want your guy to debut here on Revolution, be sure to fill out an application form. I'll actually remember to leave the link in the description this time. I probably won't, but if not, you know where to find it. It'll be the pinned tweet on my Twitter at TheGamingBlake. Anyway, Jackson Wagner down to the ring. Let's get his opponent down here to also make his debut. Two debuting superstars, both ready to take their chance here at Revolution. Things are starting to heat up here over the last couple of weeks as the show has been kicking off. Everybody's trying to emerge and make their name for themselves. We'll have to see who can do that here tonight in their debut. Next man down to the ring, a man who calls himself Chase Xander. And he is making his way down to the ring to take on Jackson Wagner. This is his WIW debut. Never appeared on the show before, but tonight he is coming down here to make his in-ring debut, and we will see how he does. Chase Xander looking to chase maybe to the World Championship, if you'll pardon the puns already. We're off to a good start here, lads, with the puns. But Wagner eagerly awaiting as Chase Xander comes down to the ring. That's a very confident-looking man right there. Luck is for losers is what it says there on the back of his jacket. And he clearly has some confidence coming into this match. Chase Xander and Jackson Wagner getting a chance to get themselves their debuts here in WIW. Let's see how they do. Bell rings, and away we go. And look at Jackson Wagner. Oh, my! Wagner went running straight at him, and Chase Xander made him pay there with a spear right to the chest. And Chase Xander straight on the offensive here, and Jackson Wagner thought he was just going to rush in and take this head on, but Chase Xander clearly had an answer to it. And it's important for both of these two to make a good impression on their debut, of course. There's so many competitors here on Revolution, all looking to make their debuts in proper in-ring action outside the Royal Rumble. Loads of people ready to push on, maybe for some championship glory if they can find some. But it's a matter of proving yourself when you get into the ring. They have the opportunity to impress here tonight, and they could do that if they can there. Well dodged to the clothesline there by Chase Xander. Is unable to capitalize, though, and what a move there by Jackson Wagner. Almost a swinging neck breaker of sorts. And now we'll see the German brawler starting to mount some offense of his own. There's a knee to the top of the head of Chase Xander. And Xander now having to deal with the offense of Jackson Wagner. We know how strong he is. We know how powerful he can be. We've seen him in the past. We are familiar with his strength. But right now he's going to have to deal with the offense of Chase Xander. And he has done so. He's dealing with it so far. And now Xander. Oh, in a bad place. Look at that. Wagner gives himself some distance so he can fly off that middle turnbuckle and land a drop kick. And now Chase Xander, after taking a bit of offense, we'll see what he can do now. These two trading shots back and forth here. Just a big brute strength there. Beautiful kick by Jackson Wagner, the German, showing his strength off once again. And now look at this. Chase Xander pummeling away. He's snapped there. Did not like that kick for a second. And now Xander to the top rope looking to fly. He has something in mind. What can he do from here? Oh, look at this. He's begging him to get back to his feet. He's waiting for Wagner to get up. What does Xander have to bring here? What a beautiful blockbuster. And Chase Xander playing to the crowd. Big, beautiful blockbuster there. And Jackson Wagner's under the cosh. Had a momentary spell there of control, but since then, Chase Xander has had an answer for Wagner. Oh, well done to block the suplex there. Can he take advantage? No, he can't. Well countered there by Chase Xander again. Xander doing very well here on his debut. Wagner struggling to keep up right now. a momentary spell, as I mentioned, but since then, really struggled to get into a rhythm of things. Chase Xander chasing victory here tonight. Into the cover goes Jackson Wagner, and he gets the shoulders up. And we'll see what Wagner can do now. He's taking some offense. A lot going on tonight. We've got the continuation of the Women's Championship hunt, of course, as we find the final entry into the triple threat for the Women's Championship. And, of course, this week as well, we'll also have the Four Corners tag team match to determine who will face the Immortals after their record tag team victory last week for the tag team championships. We'll have to wait and see who will face the Immortals for those tag team titles. Plus, not only that, Johnny Black will be out here later on tonight to address Amari Williams for his attack last week. We'll have to see what happens there. Oh, trying to chase him out the ring there. Well done to avoid that. There was Chase Xander, and Jackson Wagner waited for him to get back in the ring. I think Chase was expecting him to be a little bit more stunned than that. Clearly, Wagner's going for something here, but Chase with an answer to it. Getting him up now. Oh, well countered. And a big kick to the back of the leg. Wagner now. Can he capitalize? Gets him up on the shoulders. Oh, no, he doesn't. Just opting for a knee. And oh, beautiful slam down in the middle by Wagner. And now what's Wagner thinking? Look at this. Biting away on the fingers there. Or maybe he wasn't biting it. I don't know. The referee didn't call it. So I guess what he was doing was legal. Well countered into a DDT there by Chase. Look at Chase playing to the crowd. Very confident here. Look at him. The face looks very confident, even as Wagner gets back to his feet. And a big clothesline to take him back down. And Chase Xander with a hot head here of steam. Beautiful running power slam there. Very nicely done. And a very, very good start it's been so far from Chase Xander. But I've got to say, Jackson Wagner slowly but surely starting to creep his way back into this match. I just hope that one of these guys can find the ending that they're looking for. A beautiful clothesline there in the corner by Wagner. And Jackson Wagner doing very well here. Oh, but he gets caught. Beautiful transition there by Chase Xander. Went into a beautiful gut buster. But look at this, Wagner straight back to his feet. Not going to let Chase continue the momentum that he's gathered so far in this match. Irish whip to the corner and another clubbing forearm by Jackson Wagner. And now Wagner, what's he thinking here? Oh, Wagner hesitated there for a second to the outside, but then lands the drop kick. And Xander crawling back into that corner, trying to just recuperate. He's feeling the pain now, and look at Wagner, he knows. Oh, look at that, another drop kick. A lot sharper on the second attempt as well. Wagner now brings him back to his feet. Chase under heavy fire right now. And Wagner can make him pay. Oh, well caught on the leg there. And spinning him around beautifully into an atomic drop. And now can capitalize. Has him again. Beautiful suplex. Oh, and he's not just done there. He's going for a second suplex. And one more for good measure. This time a German suplex to the German star. And look at the confidence exuding from Chase Xander. What a start it's been for him. Had to struggle. He's been struggling for a little while in this match. Wagner getting the upper hand, but looks like Chase is trying his best to just land a finishing blow, but it doesn't look like either of these two can find that landing blow to get this one done with. Both of these two, a reversal after reversal. Beautiful sequence, but now look at this. What's Wagner doing here? Oh, look at this. Wagner again, the German brawler, showing his strength. Look at the power on display there. Beautiful work. And down goes Xander. That was an awkward position. And now look at this. What's Wagner thinking here? From the top rope. The crowd loving this. Is a beautiful elbow drop. Lands right on the chest of Chase Xander. And now look at this, trying to work away on the ankle maybe, but Xander saw it coming. Look at the counters trading between these two. They both clearly came into this with a game plan, but the other coming in with very similar game plans. And Chase Xander really struggling now to put away the German brawler. And Jackson Wagner having same difficulties. Neither of these two can find a finishing blow for the other. Wagner taking this second to breathe here, and he might regret that as Chase Xander is getting back to his feet. He can't afford to waste his time here, because he's seen what happens when Chase Xander gets a second. Oh, but look at this. He waited for him to get back to his feet perfectly. Beautifully timed there by Wagner. Death Valley driver. Right down in the middle of the ring. Is that enough into the cover for Jackson Wagner to get his debut victory? Chase Xander gets the shoulders up. Well, what a contest this has been so far. And Wagner, I thought, had got it done there with the Death Valley driver. He couldn't get it done, and now Chase Xander with a chance to capitalize. Oh, Wagner going to get caught taunting here. That was a big mistake, and look at this. Xander going to make him pay for it. Rolls through, hook of both legs. And it's a 2 count. And Wagner almost made to pay for his taunting there. And both of these two have made that mistake over the course of this matchup. But it's been a thoroughly entertaining debut bout between these two. The traditional debut match for both of these men. And look at that beautiful suplex. Once again showing the strength, Jackson Wagner. And Chase Xander trying to fight back here. But Jackson Wagner showing his strength and his raw power in the slams that he's delivering right now. And now look at this. Oh, signaling the end there. Maybe going for the elbow drop again. To the top rope he goes. Chase Xander in a bad position as the elbow drop connects again. And straight into the cover. And Jackson Wagner takes his debut victory. No! Oh, wait a minute. No, wait. The referee has declared that was only a 2, but I could have sworn I saw the hands go down for a 3 count. And I think Wagner might have just missed out on the win there, but he still has an opportunity to take it. But Jesus Christ, that's the closest 2 count I've ever seen, if that is a 2. But I'm 100% sure I saw the referee's hand go down for a count of 3. And Wagner not letting Xander get away with that huge knee, sends him across the apron. Wagner furious now. He knows he could have put it away there with the elbow drop. Now what's he thinking? Oh, this is a bit of a jump. I'm not sure he's going to make this. We'll see what he can do. This is a bit of a jump here. Can he connect? Oh, and a beautiful drop kick. Very well done by Wagner. And after a slow start, Jackson Wagner has taken control in this match. Chase Xander clearly wasn't prepared for this much offense. And look at Chase Xander. What's he thinking? Gets himself into a better position here. And there's... Oh! And right to the chest. And I think any lower, that could have called for the disqualification. And Chase Xander, oh, went for it. Oh, well got behind there, and look at the combination of speed as well as agility there by Jackson Wagner. It's not exactly his strong suit, usually just a pure wrestler, and into the cover. Is that going to be enough to get the job done? Again, Xander gets his shoulders up. But you got to feel it's not too long now before this match does come to an end. Wagner throwing everything he has at Chase, but Chase refusing to give in. Big DDT now by Xander. And Xander, once again, how can he be taunting right now? He's just been battered for a solid 5 minutes there without any response, and now he's taunting. Maybe Xander knows something we don't. Oh, but look at this. That's what you get for taunting. Made to pay, and oh my God. Tossed him halfway in the air. And now Wagner. We've seen this before. Looking for the running insecurity to put this one away. Got him. Lights out. Beautiful move there by oh wait, no, he's not. He's still going. What? And I thought Wagner was going to go for the pin. He decided he wanted more, but Chase decided he's still not done here. And another gut buster by Chase Xander. What an opening contest here, and this just shows the high caliber of talent here that we are bringing in to the Revolution brand. Talent from all across the world coming here, showing why they are dominant stars from all around the world. And now Wagner needs to come up with something big here as Xander tries to get some momentum. Oh, trying to get him up maybe for the Death Valley driver again. We'll count it this time by Xander. And now once again a counter, this time by Jackson Wagner. Trading back and forth these two, and there's that inverted neck breaker again. Very nicely done by Jackson Wagner. Once again into the cover. Surely now he can put away Xander. Oh my God, he still kicks out. And Jackson Wagner at this point must be having doubts. He's done so much damage, so much offense, and yet he's still finding a way back to his feet. Chase Xander is refusing to give in here. What a strike. Right to the jaw, and you can see the frustration shining through there from Jackson Wagner. There's a neck snap. And now just trying to work away on him. Oh, submission hold. That could do it, you know. It's been a lot of damage to the torso region of Chase Xander. And now in the leg scissors, he's in a lot of trouble here. Never going to get to the rope with this kind of positioning. He needs to try and break the hold. But Wagner, look how tightly he has that in. And releases the hold. And clearly thinking that he's done enough here to get rid of Xander, taking the oxygen out of his lungs. And still Xander kicks out. What a battle. And we are still not done. If these two could have made a debut that they would be remembered for, this was to do it. And here it is again. Can he put him away here with the step up Insecurity? Looking for it. Got him again. And surely that's lights out for Xander. Oh, but he's not going for it again. And Jackson Wagner trying to injure it almost looks like. Chase Xander really punishing him here for making him go for so long in this matchup. And now what's he thinking here? He has him tied up and just wrenching away on the arms and legs. But now Wagner finally ready to put this away. Maybe with a Death Valley driver if he can get it. Can he get him up? He had him in the pump handle, he does, and down he goes, Death Valley driver. What a performance by Chase Xander and by Jackson Wagner, but what? Oh my God. Look at Wagner, he's furious. He can't believe he didn't get that done. I thought that was it. I was about to give the closing speech of the match there, but Chase Xander gets the shoulder up again. And this match continues. With Chase Xander, he's kicked out of a lot tonight, but you can only kick out for so long without putting any offense forward. He got off to such a good start in this match, but since then he just gets caught taunting every time he gets back to his feet. Xander, more concerned with showing off than showing up to the races. And now look at this, went in for a sidewalk slam there, but now look at this, once again the strikes. Once again, the overwhelming power of the German brawler coming through. Beautiful clothesline to take down Xander again. Straight into the cover. At some point, Xander's got to give in, but he still refuses to give in here. And Chase Xander really refusing to give up and stay down. Has Wagner in a bad position here. Moving him further away from the ropes. Now can take advantage. Look at this, a big shot to the jaw there to Jackson Wagner with the boot. And now can Xander take advantage. Beautiful slam down there. Michinoku driver. And now back to his feet. Xander with momentum here. Has him up on the shoulders. Oh, well countered though by Wagner and into a DDT. Very nicely done there by Jackson Wagner. And Chase Xander just can't land any big moves before Wagner gets back control. It took him a minute to warm up, but after the first 5 minutes, it was all Wagner. And now Wagner continuing his assault there. There's an elbow drop. Didn't quite get all of it. Got enough on it, though, to hurt Xander. And here we go again. Oh, wait, no. I thought he was going maybe for the pump handle. Death Valley driver instead. Looking for the powerbomb here. Oh, wait, no. In the corner, spins around and drops him face first on the turnbuckle. What a battle. What a contest. But somehow Chase Xander is refusing to go away. One more could do the trick for the third time tonight. Looking for the step up Insecurity. Gets him again. Flat down on the canvas. Oh, but Wagner is not done yet. Did you see that signal that he's ready to end him? Big kick to the gut and slamming him down in the middle of the ring. Punishing Xander. A massive battle. The crowd are loving what's been an incredible contest so far. Chase Xander, well counted. Oh, try to maybe go for a step up Insecurity of his own, but caught by Wagner. Wagner has him on the ropes and tosses him out. Out he goes. And Xander under a lot of pressure. But it still has not stopped him from kicking out. Oh, and it crashes him right into the steel ring post there. Head first. Wagner clearly has the ability to put this one away. Or maybe he doesn't. I don't know, because he's been trying to for ages, but Chase Xander has just kicked out non-stop. And ladies and gentlemen, this is only the first competition of the night. We have plenty more to come here tonight. We're in for a great episode if this is the type of caliber and talent that we have got to expect here tonight. Flipping him over again after dealing a bit more damage on the outside. Xander needs to kick out again, and he does. Another 2 count, and look at the face of Wagner. He is absolutely speechless right now. He can't believe that Xander's still getting back to his feet. His only saving grace is that the only saving grace for Wagner is that he clearly can't mount any decent offense forward, Chase Xander. Because every time he tries, he gets dealt with by Wagner. And now Wagner again. Quite a distance here for this elbow drop, but he goes for it, and it lands right on the jaw. I saw that. The elbow drop to the face of Chase Xander. And finally, Wagner puts him away. What a battle. Chase Xander refused to give in, but Jackson Wagner, no matter what, was walking out the winner of this contest. Refused to give in, Chase Xander, but unfortunately in the end, he faced the elbow drop to the face. Wagner had to pull out all the stops tonight, every move that he could think of in his repertoire to get this one done, but in the end, the elbow drop was the tool that gets it done, and Jackson Wagner, the German brawler, puts on a huge debut performance and sends the referee out of the ring here, wants to celebrate on his own, and look how tired he is. He had to give everything here to walk out the winner, and only to receive a boo from the crowd. Maybe they took a liking to Xander after he kicked out, I don't know. But Jackson Wagner, if you wanted to make a debut, that is how you do it. A big win for Wagner on his debut. Let's move on down the rest of the card because we got plenty more action to come here tonight. Next up tonight, the first bit of tag team action, and this is actually going to turn out to be quite an important matchup for these two teams. And the first team down to the ring, we saw them last week. It is Keith Alexander and Coda Fish, otherwise known as The Birth. Now, LEJP, the general manager, has arranged this matchup between these two teams because, as you'll remember last week, there was a four corners tag team matchup to determine the first team who would be getting a shot at the Revolution Tag Team Championships to become the first ever tag team champions on the brand. But the match ended in a recorded time of 59 seconds, and that led to the Birth and Los Jefes Latinos not even entering the ring before Jack White of the Aussie Brawlers was pinned by Alex Wolf of the Immortals. And therefore the general manager has decided that the Birth will face Los Jefes Latinos tonight, right now, and the winning team gets a second chance at getting a shot at the tag team titles, as they will be included in tonight's main event, which will be the second four corners tag team match, with the winners facing the opposite team, which was of course the Immortals, for the tag team championships to become the first tag team winners in history. Well, the Birth are here, and now it's time to bring down Los Jefes Latinos, the Latin bosses, Jesus Perez and Machete. Both these two, of course, didn't have the best of Royal Rumble debuts. They both got eliminated pretty early. Jesus Perez actually did a lot better than Machete. Machete came straight in and they was pretty much straight out for him. And then last week, of course, they didn't even get to step in the ring on their tag team debut. And so tonight, they get a chance to prove themselves once again. And remember, the winner will have to go into tonight's main event and face again in a four corners tag team match, with the winning team going on to face the Immortals for the tag team championships of the Revolution brand to crown the first ever tag team champions. And I believe it's Coda Fish starting us off here with Keith Alexander starting us off, I believe. Still getting used to the names and faces around here on the brand. And for Revolution's tag team division, it got off to a crazy start last week with the most unexpected win in just 59 seconds from Alex Wolf and Dustin Kane, otherwise known as the Immortals. And of course, we spoke to them after that victory. Oh, look at that, was going for a roll-up. Oh, I thought he was there, but look at the strength on display, my Machete. Beautiful work there, slamming him down, and a good start here for the Latin bosses. And remember, they've got to try and, at best, keep themselves fresh here tonight in this matchup, do as little as possible to get the win, because later on tonight, whoever wins this match is going to end up in a four corners tag team matchup as well, which has been moved to tonight's main event to, of course, cater to this, so at least they'll have a little bit of time, maybe an hour or two, just to recover from the matchup, from whatever punishment they face here tonight. Look at that! What a slam! Calling for a tag already. Oh, and he couldn't get it. And the birth on the early pressure here from the Latin bosses. Remember, the winners will join the main event in the Four Corners tag team match for a second opportunity. Of course, last week, I was going to say it was a redemption for these two this week. This is their second chance, but it's not really a redemption because you can't really blame either of these teams for their losses. The only person that any of these teams can blame for their loss was Jack Wyatt, who was pinned in a minute. Literally a second longer, and it would have been a minute, but he couldn't do it. Tag made, first bit of tag team action here from the birth. In he comes, and a beautiful spear and clothesline combination there to Jesus Perez. Now looking to fly. Beautiful diving elbow drop. And the birth trying to fight back now. They struggled a bit. Oh, but look at this. Oh, beautiful little back kick there off the springboard. Beautiful athleticism there from the birth. The birth doing very well here to fight back all of a sudden. But once again, the Latin bosses refusing to let that happen. How Jesus Perez now chopping away at the arm here. And the birth struggling. Tag made again. In comes Machete. Right as I thought the birth was starting to get some heat in this match, the overwhelming strength of the two Puerto Rican fighters showing through here right now. But look at how well rolled out the way. Trying to use his speed and athleticism again, which he clearly has, as we saw with the springboard earlier. Unable to capitalize there, though. And now might face the full strength of Machete. What a powerbomb! The force behind that powerbomb was insane. Machete and Jesus Perez making sure they are staying in control of this matchup. Makes the tag, and that might give a chance here to make the tag here for to Keith Alexander, but Coda Fish under heavy fire. Coda Fish struggling to capitalize here, and now Jesus Perez back in the ring, showing his strength off again. Did you see the height on that one? The Latin bosses dominating here, and they are not slowing down for a second. Oh my God, no way. Surely he can't do this. Oh my God. Coast to coast for someone his size. And now look at this. The Latin boss is choking him out in the corner and stomping away as well. The referee forcing the break at the count of 4. That could have led to a disqualification. What a performance so far by the Latin bosses. But Coda Fish now trying to answer back if he can. Desperately needs to make a tag to Keith Alexander. And he does. Needed that tag and he gets it. In comes Keith Alexander. And now look at this. Oh, saving his tag partner there before leaving the ring. He was about to be hit. And then he takes advantage with a Uranagi. And already you can tell that these teams are going to do whatever it takes. And now look at this. Keith Alexander trying to level the playing field again here for the birth. Big slam down and now playing to the crowd. And the crowd have taken an instant liking to the birth here. I noticed a lot of people in the comment section of the last episode talking about the birth. They mentioned them in the Royal Rumble. The birth are becoming a popular team already. And unfortunately last week they didn't even get to compete. But the crowd desperately wanted to see him again. And they've got another opportunity here tonight. But now look at this. Machete has had enough here. Maybe looking to put him away here with a massive running strike to the jaw. And now straight into the cover away from the ropes. Oh, but the referee's called rope break. But wait, how could it have been a rope break if Machete had pushed him away on the opposite side? The birth given a lifeline here, but Machete not happy. And now Machete has him. Oh, a massive slam. And you can see in the opposite corner the other two battling away. And I think Jesus Perez lost that battle there to Coda Fish. Keith Alexander now trying to fight back if he can. And he's done so there. Good counter. Can he capitalize? His Machete left alone right now with his partner down, but Machete showing the strength. Went for a spear, it looked like, but well countered there by Keith Alexander. And if I'm getting the names mixed up, I apologize. I think I might be. I'm not too sure. But these are all new faces here in the tag division, all hunting the tag team titles, and they're showing right here tonight in this opening tag team contest how much they want it. And now looking to toss him over. Beautiful work there. And as Jesus Perez gets back to the ring apron. And I think Machete might need to make a tag here. He's taking a beating here at the hands of Keith Alexander. The birth really trying to turn the tide. But the Latin bosses don't seem to be caring for that too much. to the corner, trying to tag out and get Jesus back in, but wisely, Keith Alexander prevents the tag and straight into a massive German suplex. And look at this, tantalizingly close to his corner. He literally, if Perez just reached his arm out there, he could probably get that tag. But under a lot of pressure is the Puerto Rican Machete. And now look at this. What's he thinking here? Trying to bring him to his corner. Maybe to make a tag back in for Coda Fish. But instead, Keith takes him down with a snapmare. And now makes the tag. But look at this. Machete crawling to make a tag of his own. And he does. Back in comes Jesus Perez. And a big clothesline taking him down. Oh, and look at the strength on display. Every time he gets up. Flattened down again. And right as I thought the Buff might be able to turn the tide, once again the Latin bosses take control. Can the Buff come up with an answer here for the Latin bosses' pure power and strength? The speed advantage is clearly with the Buff, but they haven't been able to use that to their advantage as of yet. Now working away on the leg, Machete back to his feet. And he did so pretty quickly there. And I thought he'd be down for a little longer. Oh dear, and a big problem here. The submission hold applied by Coda Fish. But he let go immediately. Why did he do that? He had the submission hold applied and he just let go of it after only a few seconds. Not really going to apply any pressure there if you only hold it for a little while. And now look at this, trading strikes. And now, big counter there. Oh, and an awkward position there by Perez with the counter, but by Alexander with the counter, but Cody Fish now taking advantage. Big elbow drop to the back, dragging him to his corner and very slowly as well. Talking about a tag maybe, but clearly Keith Alexander doesn't want one. Coda Fish is going to have to do this himself for the moment. Lining up now for something. Maybe a super kick. He's stomping away. The crowd hyping up here. They see an opening for the Buff to take it. Super kick and straight into the cover. Is Machete going to make the save? I doubt it. Oh, and he didn't need to. Perez kicks out at 2. And no surprise there. The Buff haven't exactly dominated this fight. Oh, look at this. Oh, gonna get caught taunting. Big mistake there, but he lands on the ropes there on the roll-up. Big mistake getting caught there taunting, but slams him down. Trying to stop the momentum that the Buff have built up for the second. And now, clotheslines again, but the Buff continuing to get up. Irish whip to the corner and a big hip attack. Now running through with a massive crash in the corner. From the corner, excuse me. Oh, and now look at this. The momentum has shifted once again back in the favor of the Latin bosses. Drills the knees down, and that's going to hurt. And now adding insult to injury with a stomp on the face. And I doubt after this battle that whoever wins is going to be completely fresh and ready for tonight's main event. Military press. Spine buster, and we've seen that before from the likes of John Cutter. And now these two battling away. Trading fist, trying to fly at him, but he couldn't capitalize on it. And the Latin bosses, oh, what a big knee. Colliding there. And now trying to spin him around, maybe do something bigger. He couldn't do it. And now look at this. Big strikes. Oh, God, he's got him. What's he thinking here? A slow build. He had something big, and oh, slams him down again. We've seen that once or twice in this match. And the Latin bosses have had the majority control of the Buff here, but they just haven't found a way to put them down, keep them out of the match. Maybe he was thinking of a tag there to Machete, but he sees Machete's in bad shape. Now working away on the leg here. Oh my God. Oh, the pain he must be in right there. Hanging upside down whilst wrenching away on the leg. And he's worked on the legs a little while in this match as well. This could be a lot of trouble here, but he's released the hold. And I don't think he should have done that. He had that cinched in for a while. I think Keith might have actually tapped there. Machete going to try and take the opportunity to make the cover, see if he's got this match done with. But Keith Alexander makes the save. I can't even tell if it's Keith or Coda. I keep making the same mistake. And look at this. Trying to take on the bosses by himself. Begging for him to get back to his feet. Playing to the crowd here. Oh, and a massive takedown there with the shoulder. And now into an atomic drop. Trying to turn the tide back if he can. Beautiful little scoop up slam as well. Now going high risk here. Oh, but look at this. Look at Jesus Perez not letting him do it. And now both legal men down on the ground. Perez and Machete with the majority control, but right is he was trying to take advantage of. But now look at this, to the opposite corner. Not going to let his partner get involved this time. Beautiful elbow drop. And we've seen a lot of that tonight. That helped Jackson Wagner get the win over Chase Xander on his debut here tonight. And it isn't enough. It doesn't look like to get rid of Machete. Machete's still standing. And he's still standing tall. Back and forth they go. And what's been an incredible tag team contest. Big drop kick there. And now, maybe trying to wrap this one up for the berth if he can. Keith Alexander. Oh no, Code of Fish I meant. With a code breaker. And I'm really sorry, I keep butchering up these names. But into the cover. And look at this. I don't think Perez is coming to make the save. Oh, but it didn't matter. I think he knew that. Look at the confidence on Perez's face. I think he knew for a fact that he wasn't kicking out, that he was kicking out there. But that was a worry moment there for the Latin bosses, and the berth almost take advantage. Back in comes the actual Keith Alexander now. And now up on the shoulders. Look at the strength on display here. Machete, not a light man. Oh, and a massive GTS there. And still not enough. Just trying to make sure they get this one done. Looking for a powerbomb now. Oh, and a beautiful powerbomb connects. Straight into the cover. They think they've got this one done. Oh, but he bridges through into the Boston Crab. And Perez didn't realize he bridged through there. And he might take it. No, he doesn't. He hooks the leg. Saves himself there from certain trouble. And now hyping himself up here. The berth have retaken control in this matchup. Desperately trying to put this one away. Strikes in the corner now. Flying here from Keith Alexander. And now look at this to the opposite corner. Again, flying in with an uppercut. And the strikes coming in. And to no answer from Machete, who has no choice but to take all these strikes. And a drop kick there by Keith Alexander. And now look at this, getting him back up to his feet, up on the shoulders. Oh, but no, well countered there by Machete. Can he capitalize? Massive belly-to-belly slams him down. Calling for a tag, he won't get it, but look at this, Perez hyping up Machete. He knows that Machete is close to wrapping this one up. It's just a matter of actually finding a finishing blow from one of these teams. Now look at this, trying to crawl and make the tag. Machete makes the mistake of letting him. Back in comes Code of Fish, who takes him down with a flying forearm. Oh, but he's met with a spear. Before any momentum can be made, his partner's down, and the Latin bosses take the victory here tonight. They are going to the main event in the Four Corners Tag Team match for a second chance at capturing the title. And Keith Alexander exploded back into the ring, or Code of Fish, I mean, and they paid the ultimate price for it. Massive spear as he runs in and taking down the first time, but he couldn't keep him down for long enough. Big win for Machete, and a big win for Machete and the Jesus Perez. I'm sorry, got a little bit started there, but Los Jefes Latinos get the job done over the berth, and they are going to be in tonight's main event now to fill the Four Corners Tag Team match. They're not going to be the freshest team there, so maybe their time in the ring will be limited. But will they be able to redeem themselves now? And will they be able to go and face the Immortals for the Tag Team Championships? I guess we'll have to find out in tonight's main event. But it is time to move on down the rest of the card. It's been a great night of action so far here on Revolution. Two fantastic matches to kick us off, and we've still got plenty more to come. But first, look who's coming down to the ring here. It is Charles Black, and he has something to say to us all, so I'm being told. He wanted to address the WIW crowd here tonight, here on Revolution. So far, it hasn't been great for him. Lost in the Royal Rumble match, and then last week, lost in the Battle Royal in the main event last week from some of the best performers in the Royal Rumble. And he had a decent Royal Rumble, that was to be fair to say, but of course, a loss is still a loss, and I'm sure he's going to feel the same way about it regardless. But Charles Black has come out here tonight, and I'm interested to see what Charles Black actually has to say to us. So I guess we'll hand the microphone over to him and see what Charles Black has to say. I'll save your booze for someone who cares. As you should all know by now, my name is Charles Black. And I think that from the performances that I've put on so far, I think it's safe to assume, and I'm sure you'll all agree, that I am the best fighter on this roster. I mean, sure, I was eliminated from both the Royal Rumble and the Battle Royal. But are they real tests? They're not. There are no skills needed to toss someone over a top rope. How does that determine a true champion, eh? I'll tell you the answer. It doesn't. I am a real fighter who cannot be pinned, and I intend to prove it. I am here tonight to issue an open challenge. You see, I have not been pinned or submitted, and since I don't intend to, I welcome anyone who thinks that they're better than me and who thinks they can to come down here to this ring and try your luck. So anyone who thinks they have what it takes, get down here right now and let me show you all why I am the best in the world. Well, look at this. He's issuing an open challenge here for anyone to come and take him on tonight. We'll see if anybody has answered the call. And look who's coming down to the ring. Someone we saw at the Royal Rumble as well. It is Zaza. Zaza making his way down to the ring tonight to come and answer the challenge of Charles Black. Making his Revolution debut here tonight in the arena, at the very least, in his first singles competition. With Charles Black coming out and say, you know, he hasn't lost fair and square. He hasn't, you know, no one's been able to pin him. And now tonight he's offering a challenge for Zaza to come and take that opportunity to do just that. Zaza ready to come and step in. The man covered in stars as we saw last week. No, I saw it at the Rumble 2 weeks ago. And now Zaza ready to come in and make his Revolution debut here at the new arena. What can he do? We'll have to wait and see. But he steps into the ring tonight. Zaza, ready to make his debut against Charles Black. Will Charles Black be able to prove his point? Or will he embarrass himself here tonight? Zaza straight on the attack here with the kick, but well countered there by Charles Black. And Charles Black has been very active, coming out and saying, you know, listen, I have been brilliant. No one's been able to really deal with me. No one's been able to pin me. And of course, he hasn't been in any pinfall-related matches. So tonight will be his first real test to prove his hypothesis that he really is the top guy here on this brand. Zaza unable to capitalize there, and Charles Black now Irish whipping him to the corner and crashing him down. And Charles Black comes down with a shirt that says the bad guy, shows he's clearly here for business, not here to make friends, and that's exactly what he's come here to do tonight. He's come to prove that he's deserving of opportunities, that he's deserving of a title opportunity in the future. He believes he's already at that level, and tonight Zaza has come out here to prove him wrong as he makes his Revolution debut. Big counter there by Charles Black, and these two trading counters there before a massive spinebuster there to Zaza. And for Charles Black, how embarrassing would this be if he's issued an open challenge and the first person who comes out embarrasses him with a victory here tonight? We'll see what Zaza can do. But Zaza off to a good start here, showing a lot of life and speed in this matchup. Very nicely done there with the suplex, and now to the opposite side of the ropes, maybe looking to fly here. Decided against the Zaza. Okay, I guess he's being smart here. Of course, this is his debut. It's a lot of pressure. It's a high-pressure situation. You don't want to embarrass yourself here by being sloppy. And Zaza doing just that, trying to prove that he's not sloppy in the slightest. And Charles Black might have bitten off more than he can chew here, more than he realized, I guess. Clearly thinking that he was too good to take on anyone. But right now, trying to work his way back into this match. Big stomp to the face there by Charles Black. I want to see what he's thinking here. Oh, look at this, rolling through here, just wearing him down a bit more, and flipping through into a submission hold, wrenching away on the face of Zaza. Oh, but he's released it before any real amount of damage could be done. And that's a curious move there. And of course, with the only one singles title for the men's division, there are a lot of male superstars. And Charles Black, you can't really blame him for coming out here and trying to, you know, get himself noticed, trying to make it clear that, you know, I'm not going to sit around in the locker room and I'm not going to wait for an opportunity to perhaps come at my doorstep. I'm going to come out there, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to prove why I deserve to be here. But Zaza, as right now, he's come out here and he's, you know, come out to make his debut, and he's clearly like, listen, you know, you don't force yourself an opportunity, you don't try and make it for yourself. I'm going to prove why I'm the star here. Both men looking to make impressive performances here, if they can. And now look at this, another submission hold applied, and I think that back leg was hooked near the rope, so I think Charles Black wise to let that one go. But Charles Black with a lot of ground and pound here, just trying to wear him down on the ground, just trying to take advantage and keep Zaza off his feet. But look at this, that's exactly what happens when Zaza gets back to his feet. It's just a lot of running offense, a lot of speed on display by Zaza. And now look at this. Now look at the fly, and he connects that time. And you can see the speed coming out here. And now look at this. He's not even a light dude as well. Zaza, quite a massive dude, to be fair. Clothesline in the corner by Charles Black. And now Black bringing him back to his feet. Spins him around. In a lot of trouble here. And oh! Massive scoop-up slam in the middle of the ring. And in a bad place now as his head whacked down in the corner there by Charles Black. And now bringing him back to his feet. Went for a kick to the gut. Well countered by Zaza. And now look at that. Scoops him up into a powerbomb. Beautiful work by Zaza. And now Zaza might be able to put away Charles Black here. Big kick to the gut. What's he thinking? Package pile driver. Drills his head into the apron and into the cover as Zaza knocked off Charles Black here in his Revolution debut. It's a 2 count. Shoulders up by Charles Black. And I think Zaza thought he had that one wrapped up. And I don't blame him. Up to the top rope now. Looking to fly there with a senton. Beautiful work. And Zaza really has brought the fight here to Charles Black. He wanted a challenge, and that's exactly what he's got. If he's going to prove that he's a top star, this is the type of challenge that he's going to have to deal with. And Zaza knows that, and that's exactly why he's bringing him such a tough challenge forward. Not giving Charles Black a second of momentum back in this match now. Now wrenching away here in a chin lock. And in a bad position here, Charles Black needs to try and fight his way out of it. He's trying to here. Zaza has it still gripped on tightly there, but he forces it free. And now look at this. Oh, look at this beautiful STO there, drilling the head down on the apron. And now trying to hype himself up, but not to the pleasing of the crowd. And now look at this, firing through with shots. Zaza stunned, falls back into the corner, but that's not going to stop Charles Black from landing in the corner with a bulldog. And Charles Black, hyped up now, he's had enough, but look at this. Went for a big strike, well countered by Zaza. Zaza trying to get him up again, well countered this time by Charles Black. And Black now just trying to get the cover very close to the ropes. It's not quite a rope break. Oh, and he nearly got him there at 2.5. Charles Black trying to mount the offense now. Zaza probably had the better strikes, but it's not letting Charles Black stop him from getting any offense in. And Alec is playing to the crowd. And look at that. The boost from the crowd. Thumbs down. They are not pleased with Charles Black coming out here and already asserting the fact that he is the best superstar on the brand. And right now, he's struggling to prove it because Zaza is refusing to stay down for the count. Another big slam, this time into a cover. Is that going to be enough to put Zaza away? Gets the shoulders up and it's a 2 count. But now Charles Black looking for something bigger maybe to put Zaza away, to keep him down. And oh, drills his face into the apron. And is that going to be enough? Yes, it is. Charles Black gets the job done here on Zaza. Well, he made a big statement by coming out here and making a challenge known that, you know, he's ready to take on anyone who thinks they're brave enough to step in the ring. And Zaza, boy oh boy, did it bring a big challenge, but once his face was drilled into the mat there by that beautiful move, look at this, drills his head down on the apron, and he is out like a light from there. And Charles Black proves his point there. He says he couldn't be pinned or submitted, and that's exactly what he didn't do there. No pin, no submission. Charles Black proves his point and makes his statement known. He has every intention of being a top star on this brand, but will Charles Black be able to do that? Can he continue the momentum that he's just built up from this victory, or will he let it go to waste? We'll have to wait and see. Big win, though, for Charles Black here tonight, despite the disapproval of the crowd. Let's move on down the rest of the card. Next up tonight, the final triple threat for the women's division. The winner of this will join Joyce Andrews and Brianna Skeens for the first opportunity in what will be a triple threat elimination match for the Revolution Women's Championship. The first ever Revolution Women's Champion will be crowned in a few weeks' time. It could be next week, it could be the week after, depending. But I believe that we'll be crowning one very soon and history will be made. First person down to the ring, Samantha Matua from the island of Samoa. Of course, she was part of the Road to Glory Season 2, I believe under the ring name of Samantha Stone. But Matua embracing her Samoan heritage to the bigger stage now, and now looking to make herself known in the Revolution division. We've already seen 2 fantastic women's triple threat matches, and now looking to find one more person to complete the triple threat, what will be the final matchup for the Women's Revolution search for the Women's Championship. We'll see who can get it, but Samantha Matua looks confident. She makes her way down to the ring. A massive woman to have to deal with, very strong, very dominant, and we saw that from the Road to Glory. But she made a few mistakes that cost her in the Road to Glory Season 2, and in the end, she couldn't capitalize. Hopefully, for her sake, she won't make those mistakes again here tonight. But she's got 2 women ready to stop her, and the first of which is Diana, another returnee from the Road to Glory Season 2 tournament. We saw her, I believe, in the first round against Joyce? I'm tempted to say Joyce Andrews. I think that might not be true. But still, Diana was recommended to join the company by the hero of wrestling, SDC, and that is high praise, one of the top stars on the main roster. If he believes in your abilities, then you're clearly worth the time. We'll see what Diana can bring here to the ring tonight, and with 1 win, she could be in for a shot at the Revolution Women's Championship. Very different gear she's come out to here tonight, but she's opted to keep the hat on again. She seems to be loving the hats. That is for sure one thing we can say about this woman. But tonight, the final person coming down to the ring, a 3rd returnee, all 3 of these women from the Road to Glory Season 2 tournament. And this one, of course, was someone who we know has family ties, much like Brianna. It is the sister of Robert Hall, the inaugural winner of the Nathan Logue Memorial Royal Rumble match. It is Katelyn Hall, ready to cement her own legacy here in the ring tonight. She looks focused and ready to go, ready to throw down here for a shot at the Women's Championship. Of course, so far, we've seen a lot of tough women. We've seen 9 different women come in trying to take their prize, and so far, only 2 of them have cemented themselves an opportunity at the Women's Championship. And tonight, one of these 3 will join Joyce Andrews and Brianna Skeens for an opportunity at the Revolution Women's Championship. The bell rings, and away we go. And look at this, straight in here, and that's not what you want to see. Running right at you there, Samantha Matua. Look at this, she's not slowing down. Cleaning house here, trying to take on both of them at once. And no surprise to see that someone of her size able to take them both down, but with the speed that she did it at. And now look at this, Diana going to do it as she takes down Matua and Hall. Now playing to the crowd, Diana trying to put on a show and gets rid of Katelyn. And now turning her attention to Matua and trying to keep her down, not letting her get fully back to her feet. And that might be the smart strategy here. Keeping someone of her size down the apron might make life a hell of a lot easier for you. And she uses her abilities there to just leap her over the shoulder, and it went for a drop kick almost. And I don't think she really connected there with Matua. Oh my god! Did you see that? Katelyn just used her whole body to wipe out Diana there. And now Diana, well, beautiful little heel hook there. And Katelyn Hall applying pressure now to Diana, and now it's Katelyn Hall's turn. Every single one of these women getting a little bit of showtime here, trying to show off what they can do. And now Katelyn Hall taking full advantage of Diana. Samantha Matua just going to let that happen. Oh, and she almost caught the ref there as they both went for the clothesline, but Diana able to duck under both clotheslines, and now take advantage as Matua is celebrating. And out she rolls, but now look at this! Oh, look at this once again, the speed, so fast for a woman of her size. That is amazing, and Diana, trying to roll out the ring, but look at that, Samantha Matua did not let that happen. This is ridiculous, the amount of speed that she has. That is just not plausible. The strength is understandable. It's expected of someone of her size, but when you are that fast as well, you're going to be near impossible to deal with. And Katelyn Hall, oh god, she didn't see Matua behind her, and a big slam down. And now look at this once again. One for Diana and one for Katelyn Hall, and another leg drop. This is insane. The speed that we are seeing from such a massive woman. She's not exactly a light woman. And right now taking full advantage, and the big inverted DDT, and Hall struggling to find from breathing room. Oh, but look at this. She hasn't seen Diana behind her here. And now Diana might take advantage. Strikes to the much larger Samantha Matua. And trying to just hit her down with a fist, wear it down. Has her in the corner. Oh, it crashes her into the ring post. Very nicely done there by Diana. And now in the corner, just wearing it down again. Katelyn Hall now resting in the opposite corner. Doesn't see Diana recovering. And now look at this. Into a cover, just trying to get this one done early to become the third entry into the Women's Championship triple threat. And so far, we already know the two people that will be waiting and watching in the ring, and that'll be Brianna Skeens and Joyce Andrews, two women who will be facing the winner of this match in a triple threat. Oh, look at this. Diana tried to take it down with a drop kick. Obviously, that weren't going to work, but look at this. Oh, my God. Lifting her up here, wrenching her back, almost ripping it in half. Diana, has she got anything left to fight with? Is she going to be out? Is she going to tap out? No. Well countered there by Diana. Flips out of it. And now trying to fight back, but once again, Samantha Matua with a counter. Big jawbreaker there by Diana, trying to fight back, but she's flattened with a clothesline. And now Katelyn Hall. Oh, no. Katelyn Hall gets caught watching. Hit with the Samoan drop. Cover to progress to the final three. And she couldn't do it. Caught her with the Samoan drop. She wasn't paying attention, but didn't really have the room to get the elevation on it. As I saw, she kind of... It was kind of a small one there from Samantha Matua into the cover there by Katelyn Hall, just trying to steal this one. She couldn't do it. Katelyn Hall probably had the least amount of offense in this matchup, and big elbow drop there. Into the cover goes Diana, just trying to steal this one here from the noses of Matua and Hall, but she couldn't capitalize. Katelyn Hall going to let these two fight it out again. Katelyn Hall has opted not to get herself involved too much in this matchup. Diana and Samantha Matua have collided quite a bit. Oh, and a big kick to the head, but Diana almost unfazed by the kick from Katelyn Hall. I think Samantha Matua felt it more as Diana lunged into her. Once again, Katelyn Hall rolls out of the harm's way, and we're once again left with Samantha Matua and Diana battling out again. Went for the cover on Matua. It's a 1 count. And clearly these two with some early tensions toward each other. Clearly an instant disliking. They've gone straight for each other. Clearly seeing each other maybe as the biggest threat. But that's dangerous, because if you rule out someone like Katelyn Hall, you might be made to pay for it. Because if Katelyn Hall comes in and catches you guys not paying attention to her, she could take advantage and maybe take the match. And now look at this. Oh, gets her up on the shoulders again. The submission hold applied, but luckily, Hall is right there to break it up. There's a neck breaker by Katelyn Hall. And for the first time in this match, Matua has to roll out of harm's way. And now Diana, who just had that submission cinched in. Hall saved her, but is that enough to keep her down? No, it's not. It's a 2 count. And that's what I'm talking about. You're not paying attention to everyone, then you make the mistake and you take the risk of exposing yourself to a blind sight, and that's exactly what Katelyn Hall just did there. And now Katelyn Hall has the ring order to herself to maybe put this away. Crucifix. Thought maybe she was going to go for the cover. She decided against it. Oh dear, and I don't think she noticed. Oh, she did! She saw her there! Oh, went for a sidewalk slam, but couldn't lift her. And now, oh my God, lifting her up. Oh, and she slams her down with ease onto the mat and tosses her away. And now sees a vulnerable Diana left on the floor. Katelyn Hall never going to come in to save that. Is that enough to get rid of Diana? It's a 2 count. And Samantha Matua back in the ring, and once again, it's Diana and Matua colliding. Trying to spin her around there, Diana. She couldn't do it. Oh, instead now up on the shoulders. Oh! Into a beautiful cutter out of the shoulders. Out of the fireman's carry. Very nicely done by Matua. And now has her down on the ground. Oh, well flipped out there by Diana, and a massive kick. Down she goes. Into the cover, but Katelyn Hall saw that pin coming and gets into the ring. Oh, now Diana has her up on the shoulders. Oh, but well countered there by Katelyn Hall into her inverted DDT. And out rolls Diana. Now trying to take advantage of the down Samantha Matua, but it's only going to be a 1 count. Katelyn Hall misses the kick there, and now she might be made to pay for it. No. The quicker woman. No way. Oh my God, the strength. Lifting up Matua with the powerbomb. She bridges through. And into a Boston Crab. In trouble. She taps. And we knew submission would be a vulnerable spot for her. And it proved to be there. Katelyn Hall is the third women's entry into the Women's Championship match. And I said it would happen. If you slept on her, if you weren't paying attention, she would make you pay. And that's exactly what she just did there. Katelyn Hall takes the cake. And it's now Joyce Andrews, Brianna Skeens, and Katelyn Hall facing off for the Women's Championship to crown the first ever Revolution Women's Champion. A huge win for Katelyn Hall, and you can see what it means to her there. She's going nuts inside that ring. Diana absolutely devastating. She's already left the ringside. And Samantha Matua clearly hurt there by the submission. We knew that maybe with her size, the submission might be a vulnerable spot for her. And Katelyn Hall took full advantage of the opportunity when it came to her. Big win for her here tonight. And that brings us to our final contest of the evening. But we already now know who's facing for the Women's Champion. But the question is, who will become the Revolution Women's Champion? We'll have to find out in maybe a week or two's time. We'll have to wait and see. But it is time to move on to the main event of tonight. Main event of the evening tonight then, and it is going to be the Four Corners Tag Team match, the second Four Corners Tag Team matchup. The winning team will take on the Immortals at some point for the Revolution Tag Team Championships to become the first ever Tag Team Champions here on the development brand. We are close to crowning two new champions, one for the Women's Division and one for the Tag Division. Of course, Amari Williams is the current Revolution Champion. But it's time for tonight's main event for, well, three new teams and a returning team from tonight ready to go here. And here comes the first team down to the ring. Quite an unusual team. Two returnees from the Road to Glory Season 2. It is Johnny Entertainment and DJ Assassin, otherwise known as the Party Express, a former DJ in DJ Assassin and Johnny Entertainment, the most entertaining man in the business. Teaming together to bring entertainment to everybody here. And look at them dance down to the ring. They look very confident making their way down to the ring. Johnny Entertainment, of course, with 7 eliminations in the inaugural Royal Rumble. And I believe DJ Assassin got 1, bringing their total to 8. But Johnny Entertainment and DJ Assassin, can they be the team that gets themselves an opportunity at the Tag Team Championships? Look at this, putting on a show for the crowd early on here. No surprise at all. Johnny Entertainment and DJ Assassin trying to win over the crowd here. Can they put on another entertaining performance here tonight, whilst also capturing a shot against the Immortals for the Revolution Tag Team Championship? Remember, the last time we did the Four Corners Tag Team match here in Revolution, it ended in 59 seconds with a roll-up on Jack Wyatt, and the Immortals, Alex Wolf and Dustin Kane, secured themselves a shot at the Revolution Tag Team Championships, and they will face the winner of tonight for them Revolution Tag Team Championships. And it's going to be an interesting night of action here to end. It's been a great night of action so far. So many great competitors, so many great matches have happened so far, and it's time for tonight's huge main event. Next team down to the ring, also making their Revolution debuts here tonight. It is Duke the Nuke Rage and Hank the Tank Payne, otherwise known as M.A.D, Mutually Assured Destruction, making their tag team debuts here tonight. They both had pretty decent Royal Rumble opportunities. They both came in pretty early, but they both did pretty well. I believe picking up a couple of eliminations. And these two now ready to step in for their first bit of tag team action. Remember the rules of the Four Corners Tag Team matchup. It's 2 men in the ring legally at the same time. You can tag in anyone you want. It does not have to be your partner. The winning team is the one that captures a pinfall or submission. And that team will go on to face the Immortals for the Tag Team Championships for the first time ever in the tag team history here in Revolution. That's 2 teams who have made their way down to the ring. 2 more to be crowned, to come down here. We already know one of them, and of course the Latin Bosses, who will be competing for the second time here tonight after winning a match earlier on tonight with the Birth. And they'll be competing here again here tonight in the main event. We've seen a lot of the Latin Bosses. Of course, last week we only got to see them for 59 seconds, and they didn't even get to participate in the match. So they'll be hoping for more this week. But the Party Express And M.A.D are already down to the ring, trying to get the third debuting tag team here tonight. And a tag team who I hope have patched things up after Merit went on to eliminate his tag team partner. It is Merit and Nux, otherwise known as The Order. These two made a huge impact in the Royal Rumble. Nux causing a lot of problems in the ring. Merit, of course, making history by eliminating 10 superstars in that Royal Rumble match. And I don't see that number being broken anytime soon. But now they've got to concentrate on what they came here for. And that is the Tag Team Championships here on Revolution. And can these two do it? Merit very much followed by his enforcer here, Nux. Can these two take advantage of the opportunity that they've been given here for a shot at the Revolution Tag Team Championships? And of course, that's 3 teams down to the ring. They're all making their debuts, but this is a team who is now entering their 3rd tag team match in just 2 weeks. The 2nd here tonight in Machete and Jesus Perez, and otherwise known, of course, as the Latin Bosses. They deservedly earned their place in tonight's main event after beating a very, very fantastic tag team in the Birth. It was a brilliant tag team match, but now you've got to wonder what type of condition they're going to be in here tonight. And oh, it's just Machete here making his way down to the ring. Machete on his own. And is Perez behind him? Okay, maybe Perez not in the best conditions to come down. He's not really going to try and do this by himself, is he, Machete? Machete has come down to the ring, but he's come alone. His tag team partner's not there. Maybe his tag team partner isn't coming. Is he just going to have to do this on his own? Interesting stuff here. And I think people are curious. And I don't think Machete realized his partner went behind him there until he got in the ring and turned around. Oh, no, wait. I think his partner's coming. Is this Jesus Perez? It is. He's okay. He's cleared. He is here. And I thought for a second there that the Latin Bosses were going to have to beat in a handicap 4 corners match. But Jesus Perez has done it. He's found the strength to carry on. And Jesus Perez did have to take a lot of the hits and a lot of the damage in his matchup earlier on tonight. But Perez is here and the Latin Bosses are completely here as well. One of these teams will get a shot at the Revolution Tag Team Championships against the Immortals. Who's it going to be? We will find out now in this 4 corners tag team match to close what's been a brilliant night of Revolution wrestling action. And it's Nux of the Order starting us off against DJ Assassin of the Party Express. And of course, remember the rules. Only 2 men allowed in the ring at the same time. You can tag in at any point to anyone. It does not have to be your partner. The winning team is the person who gets the pinfall or submission on that team. And of course, last week's match only lasted 59 seconds. I highly doubt that this match will follow the same trend. And Nux early on showing his power that he clearly has with such a natural big man. And and into a T-bone suplex. Very nicely done. Merit and Nux, the team who made an instant impact in the Royal Rumble. Of course, they did have to work out the kinks because Merit ended up eliminating Nux. And of course, anything for a shot at the world title, you've got to imagine was the philosophy. So I can't imagine Nux being too angry. I'm sure he would do the same thing if the roles had reversed. Now tossed in the corner, first tag in the match, tags in his partner. In comes Merit, who made a huge splash with a record-breaking 10 eliminations, but now needs to see what he can do here in tag team action with his partner, DJ Assassin, trying to capitalize on his opportunity. DJ Assassin's first appearance since that match. Is he going to make a tag here? Oh, he does. He doesn't tag his partner, though. In comes Duke the Nuke Rage. And Duke the Nuke Rage of Mutually Assured Destruction enters the matchup now. And DJ Assassin opted not to tag in his partner there. Maybe a bit of tactical play here. And I believe it's safe to say that we are already going for longer than the last 4 corners tag team match. Now look at Merit here. Oh! Beautiful rolling neck breaker there. And the king, it says on his shorts. Is Merit going to prove, going to have a royal performance here tonight? And Los Jefes Latinos, the only team not to enter the ring so far. And you've got to imagine they're not going to be eager to get in the ring here tonight. That is a very safe explanation. Of course, already competing here tonight. And of course, they are the only team in this match that competed last week as well. Merit and Johnny Entertainment got a little bit of a spell in the match, but other than that. And Merit is tagged out here. In comes one half of Los Jefes Latinos. In comes Machete. And of course, Machete already with a little bit to do here tonight. And now under fire again here from Duke the Nuke Rage, who's going to tag out. In comes Johnny Entertainment for the first time in this matchup. And look at that! Straight in with some entertaining stuff there with a beautiful little moonsault off the springboard. And Johnny Entertainment has exploded into this match. Look at this! Aeroplane spin now. Beautiful start here from Johnny Entertainment on Machete. And of course, Machete already a little bit weakened early here tonight, but that's no excuse here from Johnny Entertainment's fast start. And now look at this. Oh, big strikes here from Machete with the knees. Johnny Entertainment made to pay for his quick start into this ring. He's going to tag out here. Is he going to tag in his partner? No, he doesn't get a tag at all. Johnny Entertainment not letting that tag come in, and the Party Express trying to step up here in this match. Everybody trying to reach out there. Mutually assured destruction. The Order and his partner, of course, Machete, all trying to make a tag there, but instead couldn't get it. And look at DJ Assassin cheering him on the opposite side. The Party Express trying to do bits here against the Latin bosses. Now like make a tag here. Johnny Entertainment back to DJ Assassin, couldn't do it. And Johnny Entertainment not letting him get away with that. Has him trapped in the corner. Oh, look at that. Nice little bit of assistance there from Hank the Tank Payne. And a big backbreaker by Johnny Entertainment. And trying to crawl away here and get to safety. But Johnny Entertainment not letting his foot off the gas. And into an air raid siren neckbreaker. Very nicely done. And Johnny Entertainment has Jesus Perez in a vulnerable position. Hank the Tank Pang, the only man not to make an appearance in this match so far. And in comes another tag. The Party Express tag each other back in. Back in comes DJ Assassin, who started this match off. And now continuing back in. A very nice little stint there from Johnny Entertainment, who has been very impressive since emerging here on the Revolution scene. And now look at the fists flying in here from Machete, taking out his frustrations here on Johnny Entertainment's partner. And Machete, for a second there, I thought was having to come down to the ring by himself. There's the spear that won the match earlier on tonight into the cover. Is that going to be enough? He's got it! Machete with another pop-up spear. And they've done it. The Latin bosses have redeemed themselves. A surprise spear from out of nowhere. And they've just won the Four Corners tag team match. Perez and Machete have had to go through everything here tonight to get the win. But in the end, they manage it. And DJ Assassin must be pretty devastated there, as the Latin bosses are going to face the Immortals for the Revolution Tag Team Championships. Ring for a short period of time as well. Of course, they've dealt with 3 matches. Well, 2 matches tonight and 1 last week. You can't say they don't deserve the shot that they have earned tonight. So there we have it. The Immortals will take on the Latin bosses for a shot at the first ever, to become the first ever Revolution Tag Team Champions. What a night, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to wrap things up for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like if you did. Comment your thoughts and feelings on tonight's show. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.